I'd like for a moment to just clarify a point. In many stories in the Bible, when talking about dominant ladies, it is very important. It's also not clear why it's important, but it's important they care to mention that they're beautiful. Yeah, the mothers, etc. But my general memory of it is that impression is that in the stories of the Bible, when mention of a significant woman, they mention that she was very beautiful. The story of Esther, the scroll of Esther, they take that image of the beauty of Queen Esther to the top. They not only make sure that she's beautiful, they also make the competition of the most beautiful woman. So what is this obsessive occupation in women's beauty? Why is it so important for the Bible to engage in women's beauty and raise it as if it's the highest value in life? There's in it kind of something that is even a bit unpleasant, as if according what person is valued. Yeah, as if they go to a plastic surgeon, 3 months in certain oil, this oil, general overall, and that's it. In most stories they say it gently, but here it's like a main engagement. So what is this issue of engagement in the beauty of women? So I'll tell you what's a beautiful woman. A beautiful woman is a woman who can receive the beauty specifically by her care. Sorry for saying it like that about women, but every woman to start with is ugly. Oh boy. Women, oh boy. Tell me, where in nature you see a beautiful female? Yeah, like the lioness, and with animals, indeed, the male is more beautiful. And the lion coming and it's really nothing, right? Meaning a horse. There's nothing even to compare here. A female to start with isn't beautiful. Take any woman as she wake up in the morning, look at her. There's nothing to look at. Sorry for saying like that. I want to emphasize here the nature. Once she putting makeup on herself, drawing herself, I've said, you see all of a sudden she's beautiful. All of a sudden there's something about her. Meaning they're built in such a way that the external makeup adds to her what specifically was lacked on the part of nature, was lacking on the part of nature. Why did nature do that? Because to start with, the nukva, the female, our desire is not the right desire, it's not a beautiful desire, it's an egoistic desire. I want to conquer the whole world, I want it all, I want everything to belong to me. That desire is called my nukva, my female. Nukva from the word nekev, a hole, a void, a desire. So that desire is a disgusting desire, truly egoistic, very egoistic, whatever the person wants. This is what is called the nukva in him. When you're correcting it, a whole year you see 6 months in a certain oil, 6 months in perfume. Perfume is like a smell, a returning light, bestowed. It's the ability of the female to be what is handsome, to receive the light of chokhmah. What does it mean? All those things. All those things mean that she is correcting herself. As once she was a Vashti and inverted into being Esther. It is, say, the same woman after her correction. And she was egoistic before and she thought of herself, she didn't care for anything or something like that. And she became beautiful for everyone, good for everyone. She wants to help, she wants to do everything for everyone. And this is called, she became Esther. I'd like to understand for a moment. And this is the example for what we need to do with our ego, with our desire. Yes, our desire to call the lack, the void, female, that we need to invert it into bestow the love of others. When you now explain things, then you are referring to not necessarily women, rather a person in general. Yes, because it's all happened within the person. Within a person being a male, but also in a woman and a man, they are the same elements, just as we speak of chromosomes. In each and every one, the female and male chromosomes, however. So in everyone, whether being man or female, there's a feminine part and a masculine part. And the feminine part symbolizes man's ego. Yeah, the queen. The one. So the female, feminine part symbolizes what? His ego? Yes, his ego. So it says man's ego, to start with, is ugly and not beautiful, right? And you need to work with it to make it beautiful? Yes. So what is a not beautiful ego? One thinking of himself. On the expense of others? Yes, only on the expense of others. So what is a beautiful ego? There is no beautiful ego. A desire that think of itself entirely and only of itself on the expense of others, where his whole pleasure is what will cause bad to the other, and from that he feel good. This is what is called our ego, when I enjoy on the expense of others. Yes. Let's say I saw the neighbor's grass burnt, a scratch in the new car. Yes, I feel good about it. I enjoy the harm for the others. So this is the ugly ego, right? Not the ugly ego. This is the ego, and it's ugly. Yes, and it's ugly. So we all have such ego? Of course. Well, aren't you identifying? Not always. Not always. Okay, so sometimes you don't, but you're always in it. Okay, so what you're telling me is that even if I don't identify the fact I enjoyed the scratch of the neighbor's car, there are other things in me. You're always looking at it. We're always looking only at one thing. To what extent we are better than others. To what extent we are profiting from others. It's all relative. This is our only observation. So what is the work that suddenly make me beautiful? Correction. What is the correction? A great correction. Correction by, first and foremost, I am concealing my ego. I don't want to work with it. Hence, it is also called Esther, the queen, the one concealing the bad in her, from the word Esther, concealment. And she corrects herself, so much so that she understands that the true beauty is in her being able to cause people to gather them. Yes, she called upon all the Jews to gather, to have a lack for connection. 3 days is a complete degree or a quota for them to connect and cry out, for them to understand by doing so that they are incapable of connecting, and then they will cry out and wouldn't know what to do, and then with that lack, that desperation, she can take it off them, from them, and bring it to the king, and the king is awaiting specifically that lack. For those people will need for him, would be in need of him, and then he can correct them. Correcting what? Bringing them connection, which they didn't want to connect before, and they were spread throughout all the 127 countries of the kingdom, and now too they want to connect. They understand that they want to connect, but incapable, and here they are in need of a king. And Esther then, through Mordechai, make that link between the people of Israel and the Creator.